Hey guys, my name is Hening Jiang, and today I shall be doing a presentation on the duty to obey the law and the general responsibilities of the court for Law 5015 Ethics in Legal Practice Trimester 1 2022. There you go.
What are the duties to obey the law? Well, according to the National Criminal Lawyers, a leading criminal law firm in Sydney, a lawyer must be diligent in observance of undertaking. He must be someone who does not mislead the court. He or she must be someone who is frank in responses and discloses to the court. They must be independent, free from personal bias, and they must act with competence, honesty, and courtesy towards other solicitors, parties, and witnesses. Does the past drag you down? And this is a question about honesty. In Reed Davis, 1947, Mr. Davis, when he applied to become a lawyer, hid from the bar of the fact that he had a conviction of breaking and entering when he was 20. And after 10 years of becoming a lawyer, he was forced to disclose his conviction. And when he was, the High Court disbarred him. And the reason is his conviction was not unforgivable, and his past crimes was not the reason why he was disbarred. But what is unforgivable is the fact that he had a lack of honesty in disclosing his past, and the lack of candor alone is sufficient to disbar someone from the legal practice. And had Mr. Davis been more honest with his past, he would have received a lighter charge. And a lawyer must not mislead his client. In LPCC versus Sagler, Mr. Sagler represented a builder, and although the builder is not registered as one, Mr. Sagler encouraged his client to carry on as a builder, even though it's in direct violation of Section 4 of the Builders Registration Act 1939, Western Australia. And when the tribunal asked Mr. Sagler to defend himself, Mr. Sagler gave a response that was deliberately misleading and designed to avoid giving a complete explanation. Safe to say, it didn't end well for Mr. Sagler, as a lawyer must not mislead the client, must not mislead the court or its processes, and must not encourage his client to break the law. And a lawyer must not mislead the other side or misrepresent the law, as seen in the case of HCCC versus Sampson, where Ms. Sampson, who represents a video store, sent customers debt collection notices and told the customer that they will incur additional costs associated with any legal action should they not return the videos. This is not the law, and Ms. Sampson is misrepresenting the law in order to win. And the HCCC told Ms. Sampson to contribute 30,000 towards HCCC's court costs, to stop making the misleading representations, and to publish corrective notices in a number of national newspapers and industry publications. The cost of misleading the other side and the law is high, so never ever do it. We all have biases, and a lawyer must act without biases. But in sometimes it is difficult, as in the case with Robert Richard QC, when he was asked to represent the Nazi war criminal Conrad Collegius. He refused on a professional basis, as you shouldn't represent something that you don't believe in. Or you try not to represent something you don't believe in. And although everyone deserves a lawyer, sometimes biases can make short works of our works. And according to Virginia Sherverton, the Senior Essex Solicitors Law Society of New South Wales, representing a case you don't believe in or as biasing could give rise to a conflict of interest and compromise one's duty to act competently and diligently towards the client. So when we are biased towards the client, whether because we don't like them, we don't believe them, or because they are family and with their friends and we actually like them a lot, we must not take a case that we are biased in, as that could distort our ability of becoming a good lawyer. A lawyer also must not tamper with a witness, as seen in Attorney General and Ministry of Justice versus Gregory. Gregory, in this case, a solicitor, literally tried to bribe a witness $10,000 in a criminal proceeding, and he was obviously fined and disbarred. And in his judgment, the jury CG noticed that a solicitor who attempts to suborn a witness in a criminal court proceeding strikes audaciously into the heart of the judicial process. And a lawyer must not abuse the process of the court. In Klein versus New South Wales Bar Association, Klein, in order to win a divorce case, made 5 false accusations against the opposing counsel in order for the court to throw him off the case. In one instance, he even alleged the opposing counsel is in financial difficulty and be induced to commit a crime when obviously he isn't. The court obviously disbarred Mr. Klein. And what we can see with all of this is that the main duty of a lawyer is to be an honest person, not only honest in their words, but honest in their actions to the court, to their clients, to society, to the other side, and to the opposing counsel. Honesty is what makes a person, and without honesty, then one cannot be a good lawyer, or in fact, a lawyer in Australia.